Are you wondering what to do before you divorce a narcissist? I'm Victoria McCooey, and I'm going to tell you the 5 things you need to do before you start a divorce from a narcissist. But first, will you please take a moment and subscribe to my channel? That's how I'm going to be able to grow my channel so I can get this information in front of the people who really need to hear it. So, what do you do before you divorce a narcissist? So, let me just give you a little heads up that if you think it was hard being married to a narcissist, if you think they were bad during the marriage, you ain't seen nothing yet. Like, they will be even worse during the divorce because once you're not giving them their supply that they need, they have no use for you. So this is now all out war. You have inflicted the worst injury that they can sustain, which is you're taking away their narcissistic supply, and you must be punished. And I don't care if even they were the ones who left or initiated the divorce or cheated or whatever they did, you're leaving and you must be punished. So I want you to be prepared. They see this as all out war. Now, I do not want you to be scared. I'm telling you this so that you can be prepared because there is safety in preparation. You don't want to be sabotaged. You don't want to fail and have to go back and start again another year or 2 or 10 from now. You want this to work the first time. So you need to do some things to prepare so you can get it right the first time. So if you are in the situation, or if you ever have been in the situation, write in the comments for me, preparation is key. So I want to hear from you. All right, so the first thing that you need to know about what to do before you divorce a narcissist is to document everything in writing, if at all possible. So in texts, in emails, whatever way you can get the correspondence in writing is best. Any abusive language, abuse, verbal abuse, behavioral abuse, emotional, psychological, whatever you can do, videotape if you can, tape record if you can, document whatever you can. And the time they spend with the kids, or if they were supposed to do something with the kids and didn't show up, or neglected the children in some way, or whatever your concerns are about their behaviors, get it documented and keep those documents in a very, very secret and safe place. All right, number 2, in case you haven't done it yet, change all your passwords. That really should be one of the very first things you do. And if you're saying, well, I can't do that because that's a red flag, they'll know that I'm up to something if suddenly my passwords are different, then create a secret account. Create separate accounts, separate email accounts, or whatever cloud accounts or whatever, so that you can have access to corresponding without and keeping notes. You can keep all these documents in the cloud, if you on a drive, if you have a secret account to put them in. So that's number 2. Number 3, stash cash. It's going to be expensive and you may not have access to money for a while. So if you could possibly, ideally, stash up to 3 months of living expenses, that is ideal. It might take a while, that long, for a court to force the narcissist to pay child support or to pay bills or whatever the situation is. It may take a while to get that temporary support, so you need to have that stash of cash. Plus, you're going to have to be hiring experts. Here are some ways I've helped my clients find money. When they go to the grocery store, they get cash back, and sometimes that goes under the radar. They sell things, take things out of their closet and sell them online. You might have to set up a separate account for that so that nobody knows that that's happening, and a separate bank account where you can put that money. Online jobs. There are things you can do online in your spare time and make small amounts of money here and there, but it adds up. You might have to prepare for this for a while, so start now. Number 4 is you need an exit plan. If there are kids involved, it may be more difficult, but you need to know where you're going to go, if you're going to leave, if you're going to stay, who's leaving, who's going, where you're going to live, what the situation is going to be with the children. You have to create a strategy so that you can deploy it and be prepared and catch the narcissist off guard, because they're not going to sit back and be reasonable. You're not going to have a rational conversation about this. If you could, you probably wouldn't be leaving, or you wouldn't be watching this video, because then they're probably not a narcissist. So you know this is not going to be easy. You know they will try to sabotage it, and you know that it could get violent. And please know that you can always call the police, and don't be afraid to do that if it does become violent. All right, the fifth thing is to hire a coach. And, you know, this is not just because I'm a coach. How are you going to make all these decisions in a vacuum? You can't tell anyone. You've got to live this secret life, and it's like being a double agent, right? You're having to hide so much, and you're not used to that. That's not your integrity. You're having to do something that's very, very outside, far outside of your comfort zone. So you need somebody to lean on. You need that support, and you're going to have to hire an attorney. So do you want to make that big decision about hiring an attorney in a vacuum? A coach can help you make the right choice for an attorney, to give you strategies for interviewing attorneys, go through the interview with you. Like after the interview, you can go through the answers and work with the coach to figure out which of the interviews was best, which attorney seems like the better choice. And you need to have an attorney and a coach who really understand what it's like to divorce a narcissist. So that's what I specialize in. So if that's you and you would like to find out more about how I work with my clients, please sign up for a free strategy call with me. There will be a link to my calendar in the description, and I invite you to please contact or go to the calendar and book a session at a time that works for you. And I would love to explore what's going on with you and how I might be able to help. All right, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.